So, Jimmy Kimmel is out. Deservedly so. This is completely and totally ridiculous. Jimmy Kimmel is a piece of garbage who should have been fired a long, long time ago. When you spread false information, you break the law by literally inciting violence, disrespect a victim who has passed away, who was literally killed. Need I say more? This is whenever the left comes out and they constantly say, your words don't mean, just because you have freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequence. But when it's applied to them, they scream and cry. All we're doing, this is the funny thing. The maximum amount of damage we could possibly be doing to the left is just what they've been doing to us. That's it. They get people on our side canceled all of the time for words, and then when they're canceled for words, they cry. The only thing about it is it's quite a bit different. See, when they cancel us for words, it's because we said a naughty word. I don't know, maybe the N word. Maybe we said that somebody was, let's say they're trans. That's a male turning to female. And I said, he's a dude. They will literally shut your business down. When we cancel them, it's because they literally break the law. They literally said, hey, this guy deserves it, which means anybody else out there that thinks somebody is doing exactly what Charlie Kirk is doing, you have free reign to go do and give them what they deserve. That's called incitement to violence. That's actually illegal. That's not free speech. Not even close. And yet the left, when it happens to them, they claim that their freedom of speech is being attacked. When we say things like, joke it around and say a bad word, they think that you should be canceled on all sides. All sides. Jimmy Kimmel here, calling me Wheezy. That's right. I used to work at Google as a security supervisor. I lost my job because I refused to take Biden's vaccine that he had mandated. People claim, oh, he didn't have it mandated because the thing about it is 2 months later, the Supreme Court struck it down. For 2 months, it was active. I didn't take the vaccine, and I lost my job. Jimmy Kimmel said I deserved to lose my job. How's it feel, Wheezy? You enjoy losing your job? Not such a good feeling, is it?
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can.
Do MAGA people have trans boyfriends? Do MAGA people say, hey, catch fascist? Do we say those terms? Is that a MAGA term?
And to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can...
Yeah, because who criticized him? Who criticized him, Jimmy? Who was criticizing people about flying the flags at half-staff in the midst of somebody having their life ended? Who did nothing wrong? Who was against that? Radical leftists. Who was celebrating Charlie Kirk? Radical leftists. Did you see any of our own celebrating that?
See how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction.
Great. That had really nothing to do with it. Good job taking the clip out of context, though. That's great. Let's see that again. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that here, everything is here.
Yes.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
So here's the thing. Do you hear that loud, high-pitched noise? That's called... I believe that's a helicopter. I can't see it, but I think that's a helicopter. I don't think it's a jet. Pretty sure it's a helicopter. Those are pretty loud. They're having to scream at each other. Guess what microphones do? They filter out noise. Do you think I actually sound like this in my microphone? Does this sound like a normal human's voice? I actually have to fix a lot of the audio on this because of the new computer and all. And it's not letting half my plugins run. Thank you so much, Windows 11, for that. Literally, it's saying it's deactivating them because of security issues. It's a plugin that I've used for 10 years through Native Instruments, one of the most renowned sources, but whatever. Good job, Windows 11, you piece of trash. Anyway, that filters my voice to make it to where you can hear it the clearest. They, I guarantee you, are using probably a Rode. They're probably using some sort of Rode boom mic. Probably the, I can't even think of the name right now, but it has a giant tube, okay? Bunch of little filters on the side of it to filter out noise so you can hear what the person's saying. That doesn't mean they can hear everything that they're saying, first and foremost. Now, if this had happened and that noise wasn't in the background, I'd probably slam Trump a little bit here. I'd be like, hey, that's actually really insensitive. I don't know if he has heard anything the reporter said, and he's just giving information out to be like, hey, look at what's going on around here. This is good. You know? The Charlie Kirk comment was much quieter than, how are you doing? But regardless, I don't know. Maybe Trump was being insensitive. I can't possibly know that, but I can tell you that that freaking background noise is incredibly loud. We're getting it filtered out because of fantastic boom mics that Rode and Shure make. They make very, very nice boom mics. They're really long. The longer they are, the more noise it filters out. Pretty incredible boom mics, how they work. I use it for my other channels. I have it right up above, and you won't even be able to see it. And maybe I should use it here for recording, too. I don't know.
Trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years.
But you hear that.
And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. Okay. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
And that's the thing. That's not really a good example. Maybe do this whenever there's not a helicopter in the background. I don't know. This is why he's canceled, though, for the most part. He's insensitive. He blames us for what his side did. And we're tired of it. His ratings are in the crapper. He was losing $40 million a year. That's how much money he was losing. Nexstar ABC affiliate to preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live. Company objects to talk show host comments of Charlie Kirk. You know? Irving, Texas, September 17, 2025. Nexstar Media Group today announced the company's owned and partnered television stations affiliated with the ABC television network would preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show. Nexstar strongly objects to the recent comments made by Mr. Kimmel concerning Charlie Kirk and will replace the show with other programming in its ABC-affiliated markets. Mr. Kimmel's comments about the end of Mr. Kirk are offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our national political discourse, and we do not believe they reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the local communities in which we are located, said Andrew Alford, president of Nexstar's broadcasting division. Continue to give Mr. Chemical, I keep wanting to call him Chemical. Good God. Mr. Chemical, and I did it again. Mr. Kimmel, a broadcast platform in the communities we serve is simply not in the public interest at the current time, and we have made this difficult decision to preempt his show in an effort to let cooler heads prevail as we move towards resumption of respectful, constructive dialogue. Here's the thing. At this point in time, the left is completely lost. They've lost every narrative. They have lost every position. There is not a chance that the left even wins the election coming up here in the next 3 years. They have dug their own grave. And the only thing they can do is try more violence. That is, at this point, their only option. Which just means that now they have isolated themselves completely beyond support of any normal human being. Which means they're probably going to end up getting rounded up and sent to prisons. Because now Antifa has been designated as a terrorist organization, which we will get to in the next video, guys. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Go down to my Discord, link in the description below. It's a great community. I'm building it up. I really want to see you all there. It'll be awesome to have you all there. I'm feeling much better now, so I'll probably be involved with Discord a lot more today. I'm trying to be involved every single day. I want to start getting into group chats and, you know, just getting things going. But I need your guys' help to do so. So please join me there. And yeah, I'll see you guys here in the next one. Later.